Welcome back, everyone. Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me today. We got a new marathon today by JK, and this is going to be very interesting. This is covering Broadway marathon number 2. And I wanted to say thank you so much to JK for providing me with the albums. And I was a little bit confused, and he made it super easy. So thank you, JK. I really appreciate it, because I didn't know which versions to do. And then JK sent me a second email, and it was super clear, and I got everything right here. Super excited. So yeah, covering Broadway part 2. And interestingly enough, there's an amazing 617 song list on Spotify of all the covers. So since this marathon is a bit on the short side, I added the intro of a Rosanne Cash. It's a couple of seconds, but I added another song at the end, and we'll just try and talk about as much as we can about these songs. But yeah, there's 617 songs on Spotify, which are all covers of Broadway plays. So that's amazing. If you want to take a look at that list, it's literally called Broadway Covers. If you can't find it, I can email it to you, but it's uploaded. The creator of this list is called David Levy. So really cool. This is over 24 hours of music, by the way. It's insane. All right. So today, well, first of all, thank you so much, JK, for sponsoring this marathon. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be happy with this one, because since this music is so epic, you know. And oh my God, I got so many tabs open from yesterday when we went live. Let me just close all that stuff, all the set lists and all the stuff. All right, here we are. So everybody, of course, thank you so much for being here, for joining, for tuning in, and let's have some fun. So the first song is, so I'm gonna give you the artist that I'll cover, but also the Broadway play. So we're gonna do from the Cowsills. We're gonna do Hair, and this was originally from Hair, right? Then the next song is called Wouldn't It Be Loverly, not lovely, loverly, from Rosanne Cash. This is the original is by from My Fair Lady. Then we're gonna do a Beatles song. That's the only one that's kind of has me worried. But hey, if it comes, if they block it, I'll just cut it out and do something else. But let's try. This is called Till There Was You, from with the Beatles. I know this is a cover, but it's still licensed under the Beatles, and it's UMG, so they're pretty ruthless, especially with the Beatles. But let's see what happens. So this one is from The Music Man. Then we're gonna do Dionne, I think it's Dionne, or Dionne Warwick. I don't know. You guys told me, but it's a long time ago. So Miss Warwick, Knowing When to Leave, from I'll Never Fall in Love Again. This is originally from Promises, Promises. And then the last one is, we're going to do The Fifth Dimension, Light Sings. And sing, it's, yeah. And this was the Me Nobody Knows. So, yeah. So let's try, and I'll add another one, a surprise. So stick to the end of the video and to hear that one, okay? All right, so give me one moment. I'll be right back. All right, I did forget to put on the headphones, so I needed a second for that. Okay, here we go with Hair by the Cowsills. All right, and also, yes, the microphone is on. Here we go. Enjoy.
She asked him why. Why I'm a hairy guy. I'm hairy noon and nighty night, night. My hair is a fright. I'm hairy high and low, but don't ask me why, 'cause he don't know. It's not for lack of bread, like the Grateful Dead, darling. Give me a head with hair, long, beautiful hair, shining, gleaming, streaming, flaxen, waxing. Give me down to there, shoulder length longer. Here, baby, there, mama, everywhere, daddy, daddy, hair. Grow it, show it, long as I can grow it, my hair. I let it fly in the breeze and get caught in the trees. Give a home for the fleas in my hair. A home for the fleas, a hive for the buzzing bees, a nest for birds. There ain't no words for the beauty, the splendor, the wonder of my hair. Grow it, show it, long as I can grow it, my hair.
I want it long, straight, curly, fuzzy, snacky, shaggy, ratty, maxy, oily, greasy, fleecy, shiny, steaming, gleaming, flax and waxy.
Knotted, polka dotted, twisted, beaded, braided, powdered, flowered, and confetti, mangled, tangled, spangled,
And spaghetti.
Oh man, I love the lyrics. It's so so good. The first line, my hair, I let it fly in the breeze and get caught in the trees. Give it a home for the fleas in my hair. A home for the fleas, a hive for the buzzing bees, a nest for birds. There ain't no words for the beauty and the splendor, the wonder of my hair. Grow it, show it, long as you can grow it. My hair, I want it long, straight, curly, fuzzy, snaggy, shaggy, ratsy, matsy, oily, greasy, fleecy, shining, gleaming, streaming, flaxen, waxen, knotted, polka dotted, twisted, beaded, braided, powdered, flowered, and confetti. It's like and spaghetti. I love it. I mean, it's like I pulled up the lyrics afterwards. I was like, this is so good. It's so genius. And hair, yeah. What a thing to talk about when you get older, you know. I was never invested in my hair. I've always had long hair pretty much during my life. And I would cut it now and then, you know, it would just go totally short. And Alexia would love it. But then I just leave it again for a year or two and then I cut it again. I've never had like, I've not spent a lot of money at the barbershop. Or I mean at the, you know. But I've noticed like when you get older, it does kind of like change. And right now I'm going through like, I do feel it that I don't know, maybe it's the shampoo. And it's funny because I just washed my hair, but I wanted to wash it because I washed it yesterday, but it was already feeling heavy. I don't know if it's the weather or if or if it was like just my head producing like an insane amount of fat. Because it was kind of like not greasy, but I'm so picky now when it feels. I don't know. It's just weird because I never had this problem in Mexico, but it's because it's so moist that it's so humid. And here it's so dry, so it's always in my face, you know. In the videos, I guess you can see I'm always battling with my hair. So sometimes I'm just gonna like literally go bald or just shave it off, like, you know, army style. But yeah, I don't know if that's gonna look good. So, but I'm loving this. I love the vibe. I've always loved hair, because my mom, I guess I've told you, she was in hair in Germany, the one that Donna Summer was in, and so yeah. So I just have I love relationship with that play. And but this version is very very cool. I love it. And there's, oh my god, there's like a kid playing the guitar or the bass, or maybe it's just short. I don't know. But yeah, let's keep going. I'm loving the lyrics. I'll keep them on here. And let's go back a little bit to Confettied.
Flowered, flowered and confetti, mangle, tangle, spangled,
And spaghetti.
oh, say, can you see my eyes? If you can, then my hair's too short. Down to here, down to there, down to there, down to where it stops by itself.
Don't never have to cut it 'cause it stops by itself.
Oh, give me a head with hair, long, beautiful hair, shining, gleaming, streaming, flaxen, waxing. Now won't you give me down to there? Shoulder length or longer. Here, baby, there, mama. Everywhere, daddy, daddy, hair. Grow it, show it, long as I can grow it, my hair. Grow it, show it, long as I can grow it, my
Awesome. I really love the lyrics. The entire song was just great. But yeah, it's such a, I guess, especially for men, and hair, and like it said, as long as I can grow it, because a lot of men just go bald, in their later years, and I've, I guess, been kind of lucky. I do have, of course, my receding hairline like everybody else. Now there's people that have no receding hairline ever. They just have the fountains of youth, but my dad, when last time I saw him, he had a full set of hair. We have no balding in the family, so I guess I'm lucky in that department. And also my mom, she still has a full set of hair, and not very, she has maybe like 3-4 grays, and she's 70. She's never dyed her hair. So in the hair department, we're pretty good. Now, as you can see, I can grow a beard. I can grow a little bit of a stash and a little bit of fuzz here, but it's nothing. Like, I don't have those genes. I wish I had. Also, I'm just not a hairy guy. I mean, there's like 3 chest hairs, and it's just like, I don't know. It's the typical, I guess, North Italian. The South Italian are very hairy. It's coming out of literally here, out of the shirt and the I wish I had a beard, but I don't. So, but yeah. Now we're talking about hair galore. But tell me your hair stories, yeah. So, next one is, so I wanted to have the intro because this is a live version. Rosanne Cash, she's gonna do Wouldn't It Be Lovely? And I just wanted to have that little intro. And JK, thanks again for providing me the name of the CD. The CD that's on Spotify. So here goes.
Well, I've got a little song I want to close this first half with. I'm a secret closet fan of show tunes. So, I've made it unrecognizable though. This is from My Fair Lady. All I want is a room somewhere far away from the cold night air, with one enormous chair
Lots of chocolate for me to eat, and lots of coal making lots of heat. Warm face, warm hands, warm feet. Wouldn't it be lovely? And someone's head resting on my knee, warm and tender as he can be, who takes good care of me. Oh, wouldn't it be lovely? Lovely, lovely, lovely.
Beautiful. I love it. Those are my favorite shows. Like when there's like, 100 people, 200 people. Oh, we just saw Snarky Puppy, and maybe we were like a 300 or something. But it's so personal, and those are the shows I love the most. I mean, don't get me wrong. Power Trip, 80,000 people was amazing, but these small shows like Aldi Meola, we watched them, and oh my god, so nice. And you can hear like people just like cleaning their throats, and it's so personal, and it must be so amazing too for the musicians. I love this piece so much, of course. And she said that she made it unrecognizable. I think she sang it beautifully. I don't know the original, but the acoustic guitar and then that piano with the sustain pedal. I remember falling in love with the piano, and I was like, what are these pedals for, right? And my mom used to play the piano, and my grandma. And my grandma was actually very good. She would play Chopin, and then I was like, what is this for? And then I would step on it and play a note, and it would just sustain. Oh man, that was such a beautiful sound. And she did that here. I love it. I guess that's why I love when I play electric guitar, like reverb and sustain. And I mean, there's just guitars that have more sustain than others. It's such a beautiful thing. Yeah, this was, and also it says, wouldn't it be lovely? But it's spelled loverly, like with an R, loverly. Wouldn't it be lovely? Really cool, beautiful, beautiful tune. Now the Beatles are next with "Till There Was You." This is from with the Beatles album. This is from '63. This is the black cover with the white faces, I guess, black and white. Let's see how it goes. I mean, because that's just the thing. The Beatles and Elton John, and it's just as long the one that I'm doing, I already picked it out as a Warner Brothers, so it usually like works out, and all this other stuff is Sony. And Sony is pretty. Oh, cool. Miss Warwick is also Warner. So by having two Warner Brothers songs, the marathon is pretty much safe. I mean, yeah. So here we go with the Beatles, and let's go. Here we'll have that solo again. I love the Beatles. I know we should do way more, but I think we should just like Alexa and I should just sit down and just listen to it all, and then be done with it, because it's so it's just a problem to do reaction videos of the Beatles. I get it. And also the same with King Crimson, you know. It's I mean the Beatles are not like King Crimson. King Crimson is literally impossible. Um I think maybe live versions that are already on YouTube could be a way to cover, you know, King Crimson. But the Beatles, it's just like it's such an epic band, and not to know their catalog is kind of embarrassing, I guess. But you know, it is from a different time. It's not, but I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people would say just go for it, go ahead. But I don't know. I love Paul's voice here. I've always loved George Harrison's guitar playing. Even though I haven't heard like half of it, but like I said, I've heard like the 25 best songs. This one, of course, I haven't heard, but I guess when you watch that movie, Across the Universe, you pretty much hear like their biggest hits, right? We just rewatched it. It's just a beautiful movie. If you haven't watched that movie, please do. It's a story, basically, and the Beatles lyrics are basically telling the story. It's a love story about these two kids that meet, I think, in college, and it's just a wonderful movie, and it's visually very, very amazing. I think it's the guy who did Moulin Rouge. So if you haven't watched that movie and you love the Beatles, you will adore that movie. It's really good. It's like amazing. Okay, so let's continue. Nice. It has like this almost gypsy jazz vibe, like, you know, like it has some Django Reinhardt-ish, you know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it did sound a little bit of that. I don't know, like if you're into that gypsy jazz. I am like a nutcase for that stuff. I love it. I would love to go and see one of those Django festivals. And oh my God, there's this guitar player called Birelli Lagraine. Oh my God. And this violinist called, what's his name? I think I'm just gonna make a reaction for you guys so you see it. I once owned like a DVD of Birelli Lagraine, and it's like all these gypsy jazz players, and it's dedicated to Django Reinhardt. And there's this violinist player, and he plays like Stefan Grappelli, but just like insane, like even more. He's just a virtuoso, and he's just laughing about this whole thing. It's just a joke, and he's like, and then I mean, it's crazy how fast these players get, but it's so clean and clear and concise, and it's wonderful. I guess I've expressed myself enough that I love when people pour their heart and soul into their craft, and it just sounds amazing. And yeah, I just don't like sloppiness when it comes to being an artist. I don't know, like, I guess I don't know. Okay, Dionne, please excuse me for the mispronunciation. I'm just like, I don't remember, but I remember that a lot of you told me how, but I would have to look it up. Miss Warwick, Knowing When to Leave is next. These are all very short, so it's kind of it's a bummer that I have to kind of interrupt them, but you know, I just want to be on the safe side. But hey, I guess I read like 50 comments every day of saying, I've heard this before, just pause, you know, just do what you have to do. So, but yeah, it never gets, I never kind of get used to it, because when I listen to a song myself, then I usually don't pause it because I don't have to talk about anything. But I just did a reaction for my friend Tobias in Germany, and Judas Priest, and I paused for like 5 minutes, and it was just like going on and on and on about everything I was thinking. So I guess I could usually, I mean, when you listen to something by yourself, you could pause and read the lyrics again, but maybe not on the first time, you know. But it's just a thing. It's the world that we live in. YouTube has these weird laws, and the studios. It's just so weird because the music is already available for free for everyone on YouTube. So pretty much everyone can listen to everything, and YouTube is a free service. YouTube is, yeah, and every time you press play, again Google pays the artist. But if I record it and give a commentary, and I'm not making any money, all these videos I'll show you are the monetized. There's not one, we don't make a penny on these videos. We make money on the videos that we, for example, did for Power Trip or when we go live. But so I don't understand, why are they blocking the videos? Why even take that away when we don't even make money? I mean, it's so counterproductive. And then by blocking the video, they're blocking their income as well. So I just don't get it. But like I said, that's just the world we live in, and those are rules that they don't make a lot of sense, but that's just the rules. So it's weird, yeah. But then there's some artists that are really nice. They literally, like Joni Mitchell. Every video we've ever done of her, it says sharing. So she gets half, we get half of that video. Whatever amount of money. If that video makes $10 a year, we get $5. So that's kind of cool. So some artists do get it. They're like, hey, this is beneficial for me. This is free advertisement. Maybe I'm gonna get record sales from this person. And that's actually what happens. A lot of people have told us, hey, you know what, Nick, Alexia, I've actually bought this CD because of you guys. So I guess it is what it is. So let's give it up here for Miss Warwick. I'm afraid to say her first name. Knowing When to Leave. Here we go.
Go while the going is good. Knowing when to leave may be the smartest thing that anyone can learn. So I'm afraid my heart isn't very smart. Fly while you still have your wings. Knowing when to leave won't ever let you reach the point of no return. Fly. Foolish as it seems, I still have my dreams. So I keep hoping day after day as I wait for the man I need, night after night, and I wish for a love that can be. Though I'm sure that no one can tell where the wishes and hopes will lead. Somehow I feel there is happiness just waiting there for me. When someone walks in your life, you just better be sure he's right. 'Cause if he's wrong, there are heartaches and tears you must pay. Keep both of your eyes on the door, never let it get out of sight. Just be prepared when the time has come for you to run away. Sail when the wind starts to blow, but like a fool I don't know when to leave.
Okay, there's a little pause. Okay, here I can interject. Just wonderful. Her singing. I mean, I've done I think 5 reactions to her, and she's just amazing. Her voice and her style, the vibrato she handles, and just very gospel-ish, but beautiful control. Everything. I've always super happy to hear from her. Okay, there's a little bit of information. It says, okay, what I said a little bit. It says, although Warwick grew up singing in church, She's not a gospel singer. So actually, that's what I said. So I'm wrong. Ella Fitzgerald and Sarah Vaughan are clear influences. Yeah, I love Sarah Vaughan. I love Ella, of course. Um, but she's not a jazz singer. R&B is also part of her background. So she's not a jazz singer. I guess, yeah, she doesn't do the whole you know. Um, Yet she's not really a soul singer either, at least not in the sense of that Aretha Franklin was. Sophisticated is a word often used to describe Warwick's musical approach and the music she sings, but she's not a singer of standards such as Lena Horne or Nancy Wilson. And it goes on and on and on. I mean, this is like 20 paragraphs or more. But it's interesting that they say what she's not. So that makes her also very special. But I mean, she does have, I guess, influences gospel. She's not a gospel singer. She's not a jazz singer, but she's a great singer. Let's keep it at that. All right, let's go with the solo here. A little break. Beautiful. Okay, so I did pause for that beautiful outro. I think that was an oboe, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe not. No, it's too high for an oboe. Let me know if you guys know what that was. But beautiful. It's kind of hard, to react to these very short songs without, with the pause. But I guess I'm doing a good job today. I just find these little like bits where I can interject. So she's gonna be on tour November 17th. Cabazon. Where is this? Morongo Casino Resort and Spa Cabazon, November 17th and February 16th. This is at Mayo Performing Arts Center, Morristown. And I've also seen some other artists here before. I think, let's see. Now I have to click on the name. Let's see. No, I have to be playing it. Yeah. Usually, what I'm gonna start doing is I'm gonna like call out when they're on tour, and I'm still listening to the song. That's when the information shows. Now I can only see Miss Warwick's information, even though I'm already on the fifth dimension. But yeah, I just wanna like keep you guys. By the way, tomorrow we're gonna go see Peter Gabriel. I'm super excited. Peter Gabriel. I mean, that's the closest we're gonna get to Genesis. I don't think he's gonna do any Genesis songs. I think he's just gonna keep it, Peter Gabriel-ish. But I'm super excited because I just love his music. Everything I've heard, from Sledgehammer to Red Rain to, the first song we did for the channel was Peter Gabriel, So it's a big deal. Like we did In Your Eyes and we were like, let's try this reaction stuff, and we loved it. We loved what we felt. We loved the end result. Like I literally came to tears in the first video, and it was not planned, It was just a beautiful moment. And it started this whole adventure, and it really opened the doors for us in, musically, because Alexia now listens to progressive rock, she likes heavy metal. She likes Yngwie Malmsteen. We went to see Steve Vai. I mean, she would obviously go to these concerts with me, but she was just like, being like this wonderful human being that she is. But she wasn't enjoying it. I could see it. And now she's like, you know, when we went to see Metallica, she was singing along. She's totally changed. Her musical perception has shifted 360 degrees. She's just so much more invested, and she listens to stuff. She doesn't even mention the lyrics. She's like on the bass, she's on the drums, she's on the time signatures. She's like, it's a blessing like that we did this, like, because she had to sit down and really pay attention. And this is what this is, you know, like, it's, I don't know, it's like you listen to music in a different way when you're doing a reaction video. You know, I don't want to call it a reaction video, because most channels that I see reaction videos of, their reactions are way too, I don't know if a person reacts that way. I mean, yes, we've reacted, like when we hear music, we're like, wow, you know, like that kind of, like a wow reaction, like I can't believe it. But it doesn't always happen, because I don't know, not every music is like a wow factor, you know. It's beautiful, or, you know, I don't know, but some reactions are just too, I don't know. And I don't want to take away the credit of the reactors, but I just have seen some reaction videos where I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if they're actually feeling that, or if they're just doing it to create this moment for the audience, you know, this like, oh my God, you know, like, I don't know. I mean, I've reacted like that with Steely Dan, with Dream Theater, with, you know, a lot of stuff. But for example, with this, I'm not going to like fall out of my chair because it's beautiful music, well written, you know. I'm not going to like, you know what I mean, you know. So it's just like, I rather analyze and see the beauty in it, and kind of like try and, you know, learn something. And also, and by me doing this, I'm putting it out into the world, and maybe a 10-year-old is going to watch this video by accident, and he's going to become a fan, and then we maybe have a great composer in 20 years, you know. Like, I guess that's what I want to get out of this, you know. So here I go again with my rambling. This is the Fifth Dimension, Light Sings. This is from what year? 71. I haven't really been saying the years of the albums. We had 1970, the one we just heard. The Beatles I did mention. Then 1995 was, let's see, the Rosanne Cash, and then Hair. This was from 88, but that's like the best of. I think this was recorded prior. Maybe not. Well, but the picture looks very old. It looks like from the 50s. Well, this one is from 1971. Love's Lines, Angles, and Rhymes. The Fifth Dimension. Those guys are just amazing. Let's go. Let's play them. So good. I mean, the, the orchestration of these of the fifth dimension is just insane. First of all, the five vocals, you know, doing all these different octaves, you know, and harmonies together. And I love the bass, I love the trumpets, the just the whole thing around. It sounds so good. And it reminds me of, okay, I don't know how that happened. I guess I moved the mouse in it. But it reminds me of it sounds so 70s. Also the TV like programs or shows, or you had like a live show and then you know, like a walkout of like someone, or I don't know, a game show. It was just like this very orchestrated time where everything sounded very bright and, you know, very positive. I like that. I love that actually. So what I wanted to say, they're playing tonight at 8 o'clock in Cellarville Theater. I don't know where is that? Let's see. Google's gonna show us, I guess. What city? Cellarville Theater in Pennsylvania. Okay. Tonight is they're gonna be October 15th tonight at 8 o'clock. Wow. That's awesome. So if you live, you know, there, go watch them. They're gonna be live. The Fifth Dimension. Isn't that a treat? All right, let's continue. Okay, is that Rod Stewart or am I insane? Because it sounds like Rod Stewart. I'm gonna look it up. I don't think so. He has that style. Like Rod Stewart has that vocal style, you know. He has that voice. And you know how I found him? Because I couldn't remember the name. I was like, rocker with messy blonde hair. A photo of him appeared immediately. It's not messy. It's just styled. Okay, so I'm going to do, this is my addition to the marathon for JK. I'm going to do Sammy Davis Jr., A Lot of Living to Do. This is from What Kind of Fool Am I? And Other Showstoppers. And originally, this is from Bye Bye Birdie. And this used to be based upon a book by Michael Stewart, and this was in 1958 by Birdie. So yeah, here we have 1962 Sammy Davis Jr. So let's see what that's going to be like. So I did this. I wanted to do this because the marathon was a little bit on the shorter side, but also because this is a Warner Brothers song, so it's going to save any kind of blockage. Oh, I don't know. I was gonna play something here by mistake. Here we go. So enjoy. This is my first Sammy Davis Jr. or maybe the second, I think.
There are girls just ripe for some kissing, and I mean to kiss me a few. Oh, those girls don't know what they're missing. I've got a lot of living to do. And there's wine already for tasting, and there's Cadillacs all shiny and new. Gotta move, 'cause time is a-wasting. There's such a lot of living to do. There's music to play, places to go, and people to see. Everything for you and me. Life's a ball, if only you'd know it. And it's all waiting for you. You're alive, so come on and show it. There's such a lot of living to do.
I'll go back. I love this. That's like something that I did get from my dad. He was obsessed with this kind of music, like swing and older jazz. And so I would hear a lot of Frank Sinatra coming out of his room, and Sammy Davis Jr. and this other guy. Let me see. Is it on here? Martin, something Martin. Let's see, Martin. Dean Martin, yeah. Dean Martin. And I think that, there's a picture of them, Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr. and wow. Cool. Yeah, I love that style, it's very classy, and it's just such a class act, these guys, they're like these studs, these, I don't know. This is very good. It's so good. Okay, let's keep going.
I've got a lot of living to do. Man, there's such a lot of living to do. Why, there's music to play, places to go, and people to see. Everything for you and me. Life's a ball, if only you know it. And it's all just waiting for you. You're alive, so come on and show it. There's such a lot of living, such a lot of living, such a lot of living to do.
Beautiful. I love the tune. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. That one was, had no idea what I was going to listen to. I just want to add, I wanted to add something, and I think that was a success. So, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the show. This was a wonderful idea. Maybe we'll get a part 3 someday. I like this, the covers of Broadway by these amazing artists. I mean, look at the list. I mean, Fifth Dimension, Sammy Davis Jr. Okay, this was by accident. And then Dionne Warwick, I hope I could say it correctly. The Beatles, then Rosanne Cash, and the Cowsills. I mean, all stars, you know, doing all this Broadway stuff. So wonderful, wonderful music. And I think it's just a nice time to sit down and listen, you know, to this music. Thank you, JK. I do appreciate it. Everyone, thank you so much for watching the marathon. If you enjoyed, you know, show your you know, your thoughts in the comment section. Like the video, whatever you like to do. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.